It's perceived like this woman has balls, or like why she's pretending to be a man. She's like, something wrong here. Like, what's going on? Slavic women have hard time to understand why to do this, why you pay for man, why you buy his jiggle or what. They so much focused on get married. This is like so strong goal for many women. If you after 30 every day everybody start to ask your family, especially like, are you going to have family? When I will be mothers become like, when I will be grandmother, like what's with that, you know? Hello guys, my name is Anna, I'm international matchmaker, and in this video we will talk about what are those things that Western women proud of, while the same things make Slavic women ashamed of. In this video I'm sharing opinion of a big Slavic blogger who lived in Europe and sharing her observation about cultural differences, as well as my bias and what I'm operating is information from you guys, prospective clients of ours, and dating scenes that you experience in the US. I don't see a lot of those things happen in Canada, although I'm not actively dating nobody in Canada, so my experience very limited in this part. Disclaimer, I don't say this is all like these Western women or all like these Slavic women. There is all different individuals, right? But we talk about general cultural tendencies, right? And I will share my personal opinion on this topic at the end of this video. So before you will write me a nasty comment, please watch my video to the end. Agreed? Let's go. First point is that attitude women toward their bodies. It's a huge difference. You know, this movement that established in the West, which calls body positive, which has beautiful calling, right? To make women fall in love with their body. I don't know, a lot of women stressed, right? After they give a birth, their shape changed. And like how to love yourself again. I think it's a beautiful movement that was created with a good idea to support women mentally, but I think what was outcome of it, it's just women in the West taking this as a like, I'm great how I am and I don't need to do nothing, I don't need to improve, I am just great. And that's why you can see a lot of women with the cellulite, you know, in this short shorts, which you will never see in Ukraine, because she will simply be ashamed to wear this clothes, because she will simply think this is not type of clothes for my body. I don't say there is no fat women in Ukraine, but like they try to dress themselves so they will make points on some other parts, beautiful parts of their body, you know, to make it more visible to you, and they will hide those things that they don't want you to see. And the main thing, they will have commitment and desire to work on their body to bring it back to shape. If she, for example, gave a birth to a child, or just, I don't know, she maybe have some treatment and she was using hormones and her body went out of shape. There can be a lot of reasons, you know. Our weight, it's such a complicated story. It's not just about what you eat or how much sport you have. It can cause by much deeper reasons, like some, for example, protection. Like, you know, some women have all their life extra weight because subconsciously that's the way they protect their physical body from being raped. So I just know one thing: Slavic women, they looking for reasons and they're looking for opportunity to heal and to bring their body to the healthy way, and they have a lot of time and commitment to this. And why is that? Because they feel ashamed and prejudiced by society, which is also not healthy way. And not only this, they will have hard time to find men who will be attracted to her, because any competition, you know, so many women men can choose from. So living in traditional world where her main goal is to be married and become a mother, it will like question her possibility. That's why they have such a big desire to bring their body again to a healthy way. In the West, women just like, they live in the freedom of accepting their body for how it is, and don't care about others' opinion, and like main thing, they're happy with themselves. The dangerous side of this mindset, it's just like when person think I'm the smartest one, she loses this need to learn more. If like women think my body is perfect, and obviously, right, it's not perfect, there is area to work on, but she thinks I'm perfect, she loses sense of need to progress or make it better, right? And I think from all small things, the way our attitude, to small things, it's the same happening in relationship, If person commitment to work on herself in the area of her body, she's willing to work on relationship as well, because it's just simply her life's attitude to different things that she's engaging through her lifetime period. And I think this is very different between our cultures. I'm talking very generalizing things. You see this mindset of body positive mainstream, it's also supported on a governmental level or societal level, where you can see advertising of underwear with a very not perfect body, which is, for example, will be reason for Slavic women, if she would see this advertising, she wouldn't buy this product. At the same time, in Slavic culture, there will be huge propaganda on homemade food, on sport, on that woman need to take care about her body because she should be caregiver, and she will have to be healthy because she need to give healthy children to this planet. And so a lot of these things that completely opposite, like mindset, mainstream, societal pressure and directions, And I think all these things deeply programmed within society. I've been to Canadian beach in Kelowna, BC, and you know what? There was monument where fat people lay down on the beach. And I was looking at this monument and asking myself why they didn't put monument with the, sporty, healthy people there, Every single person on this monument was like looking like it's just not healthy body, and this is deeply programming into people's minds through pictures. This is how our subconsciousness what it's read. And again, I don't say this is healthy the way it's doing in a Slavic world, where you have pressure from societal pressure, people put you ashamed if you're out of shape. This is also not good. What's drive you. I think if we can combine these two worlds, where we taking care about our body from love that we experience towards ourselves, and that's what make positive changes within our body. The idea is to love ourselves here and now, but don't stop there, but actually through love. Tell me, love to your body, it's to choose fast food or choose healthy dinner instead? I think in reality we all know answer to this question, and this will be choosing healthy food, because this is what is truly love towards yourself. And I think this is actually a huge challenge in international couples, because when it's come to the family, I'm doing a lot of introduction calls with our couples, and I see women always say, I eat healthy, I'm cooking very healthy, how about you? They're afraid that men hanging out all the time at fast food places, and if this will be not deal breaker for them in relationship. And guess in our family who is always initiator to go to McDonald's, and who is always party pooper of like, no, we don't go to McDonald's. Okay, I think this is everything about balance. I don't think you need to be critical or super fanatical about things, right? It can exist all together, but I think main focus and doing efforts to choose healthy stuff for yourself, coming out from love towards yourself, this is very important. Second point that this blogger mentioned was different, that you can see a lot of very vulgar and provocative dressed girls. Again, she can be completely out of shape, but she can be in a gold skirt, just like on this photo, and she's okay with this, and she thinks this is cool, and she has freedom of expressing herself. It's like two different realities. I admire ability of Western people, accept them for who they are, but you see there is not much motivation to become better version of themselves, while in the Slavic world there is a lot of prejudice and even judgment if you outside of like healthy standards, which is also create a lot of unhealthy pressure on people. Wherever I'm surfing Instagram, I'm seeing a lady who dressed very sexy, nice, and she's living somewhere in America, and you open comments area and then you see a lot of like supportive and nice comments from men and women from America, like, oh baby, you look hot, you know, and things like that. While all comments that made in Russian language, they all like, oh, this is like for prostitute and like go home, like, you know, did you see how you look? And it's really like blow-minded for me to read all of these things. And I understand a lot of these common things from, you know, suppressed potential. They don't allow themselves to maybe be more expressive. And all this is outcome from Soviet Union era, where your uniqueness it was, you know, deeply suppressed with ourselves. And now it's just coming out where, like, I think generationally it become change and people more become accepting and loving toward themselves and bringing up their uniqueness, but in a tasty way, you know, in sophisticated way. So I don't think we should judge anyone. It's just we observe differences. I think the truth and healthy way, it's always looking at things somewhere in the middle, you know, dress appropriate to different events in our life, but also being accepting about all different people and their needs of expressing themselves. And this is something that Slavic people need to work on definitely. This is big area of improvement for all Slavic people, being a little bit more open-minded and accepting about different countries, different cultures, and different things that going on in life. But if you will be dating Slavic woman, I will assure you that she will be putting a lot of efforts to look very sophisticated, very classy for you. And this is her mindset, and that's the way she likes to dress. And this is very societal, acceptable, and supporting. You will rarely see a woman with a purple hair or green hair or some extreme in any kind of, you know, self-expression. Much less tattoos in the Slavic world on a bodies, people's body. I observe huge difference here. And again, it's different from generation to generation. The more younger they are, the more open-minded they are, and the more they become kind of westernized. But the older generation, the more conservative they are. Next thing that very blow-minded for Slavic women who live in Europe, they when they see when women initiate introduction, she just come to man in a bar and start conversation. This is all seems very blow-minded for her because it feels so opposite of what they experience and the thought, you know, woman should, how she should behave. They, you know, very traditional, and they like men, they will feel shy and ashamed to come first and talk to you. And it's why, guys, when you ask me why we have ladies who live in Europe and they need our help, that's why. Men stopped approaching women as much as before on the streets in Europe. But women shy and ashamed to approach themselves. So I've experienced this myself, living in Canada, being approached, I don't know, one time in 1.5 years, while in Ukraine, was daily, you know, like it's very normal to meet people on the street and to express, you know, your interest and exchange contact information. It's still very, very real, and it's happened a lot. While I think in the West, it switched more towards online introductions, online meetings, and people like escaping real interactions with each other. And what even more blow-minded for Slavic women, one thing if they have a drink in a bar with a man and he's like offering to split 50-50, it's okay. She just understands he doesn't like her. So he just, like, you know, they as a friend have a nice conversation, but it means he don't want to continue, so she doesn't mind to pay. But you can see some situation where a woman, a Western woman, come at the bar to a man and she offered him to pay for his drink. This is like error in a Slavic woman's mind, like what is going on here? Maybe I missed something, maybe it's perceived like this woman has both. Or like, why she's pretending to be a man? She's like, something wrong here, like, what's going on? So those things just Slavic women have hard time to understand. Why to do this, why you pay for men, why you buy his jiggle or what? And another side of like what this blogger observing, especially in Iceland, in UK, she saw a lot of couples with like older women and younger men, and this is very like almost not existing combination in the Slavic world. I mean, it can happen, but it's always like, it's a very unique situation that might happen. But I personally don't know even these couples, but I can imagine maybe some women pay to younger men. So, but this is not like normal public relationship, you know. And we actually have hard time to help young men who choose older women, because they always feel like, why he choosing me? Like, he's looking more for mommy or what. Like, they have a lot of different combination of feelings when they see that. Normally it feels like that woman should be a provider in this relationship, but that's not what Slavic women see for themselves in, you know, in relationship. They want to follow leadership of the man, and financial leadership is one of the layers of protection that men give to a woman in a relationship, in traditional relationship. And actually I've done video about different layers of protection that men give to a woman. If you haven't watched it, please find link in the description below and educate yourself. It will be easier for you to understand Slavic women and their needs if you are looking to be in this journey. Next thing that was very blow-minded for this Slavic blogger is that a lot of women in Europe smoke on the street. You can see very easily women, for example, pushing a baby carriage, and then other fingers she has cigarettes. You cannot see this a lot in Ukraine, and I definitely don't see this in Canada, but I've experienced this in Germany myself, where I was this year in spring. I flew there and I was in shock, because there still was some bars where you come and all this smoke, you know, like they're allowed to smoke within building, inside the building. And I don't remember what year, but like long time ago in Ukraine, there was a law, and like all places you cannot smoke inside. So those things, like if Ukrainian women smoke, they smoke less, I guess, than European women. I don't know statistics of ratio, how many like Ukrainian women smoke compared to Slavic women, but like visually you can see this less. And if she is smoking, she do this not publicly, and she try to, you know, to stop it, because she understand, again, this goes against her health. And health, it's a big part of what a lot of Ukrainian people wants to pursue, you know, healthy lifestyle, healthy food. There's a lot of vegetarian people, raw food, and like restaurants. Why they exist? Because people looking for some healthy way of living, of looking healthy, of enjoying life, have energy. It's a popular topics. Another thing that was blow-minded for this Slavic blogger is that a lot of women, they actually don't want to get married, which is very different in the Slavic world, right? There is some countries that if you give a birth to a child, they give you such a strong financial support that women don't want to lose it. And so it's very normal to give a birth outside of marriage, and like, because she wants to have financial benefit. And as I understand, they just make this choice, Western women make this choice because from financial perspective. But I have a question to men, what they feel like, who they are in this relationship, if that is their child, but they even not married. This is very different situation in the Slavic world, where it's ashamed for women to have child outside of marriage. So if this is happen, women feel very ashamed and like something wrong with them, and they're like, it's almost like no go for relationship, because like, why I will be with this man if he don't want to get married with me, even like having this strong reason that I'm now pregnant. And I think this is also not healthy way, the way it exists in the Slavic world. They so much focused on get married. This is like so strong goal for many women that they're afraid to miss out on this. So they getting married very young, but they don't know themselves, and it's create a lot of breakups in the older ages, where they actually figure out what they want in life and those things can be very different with their partners. Big reason for divorce, it's immature marriages. You see, when women don't want to get married, this is problem, but when she want too much, it's also problem. So summarizing all points that I said, I was trying to explain in each point like pluses and minuses, you know, like advantages and disadvantages of this way of thinking. And I see a lot of pluses in the Western mindset, and I see a lot of pluses in Slavic world. And I think if we're able to, you know, take the best things from different worlds and put it together as a somewhere golden middle, this will be very wise thing to do. Like, for example, if women will be not just in a hurry to marry just to marry, but she will be, you know, coming to this more consciously, you know, making right choice. She will be not in a hurry. She will not be under societal pressure, which huge in a, you know, in the Slavic world. Like, if you after 30 every day, everybody starts to ask your family, especially like, are you going to have family? When I will be mothers become like, when I will be grandmother, like what's with that, you know? And you live with this, and it's not fun. And by the time 40, if you didn't have children, everybody look at you like, you, what's with you, you know? Like, for some women, it's make life very hard, and like, you know, so much prejudice in different areas, you know. At the same time, there is a value to relationship. There is no, like, you know, crazy sex or women who is just chasing a number, body count, you know. It's just all these things is not exist. So I think, you know, it's like everywhere there is pluses and minuses, and the main thing what we need to know is what's best for us, and learning the best things from both worlds and implementing to make our life richer in every area, more wise, and more happy at the end of the day, because this is our end goal. If you're one of the guys that just recently come across our video, I invite you to join our Telegram community of like-minded men, where I share some personal stuff, and not much, but I wanted to do more. I'm thinking maybe I will do separate live streams there, just an idea. Yeah, I'm not sure technically. I think it's possible to do there. Anyway, I need this community to grow a little bit more, and I wanted to have their more personal approach. And that's where you will find first all our news and updates, some incredible things that we're preparing for you guys. And if you wanted to know more about how specifically we operate, I invite you to come on our free matchmaking consultation, just following this link, matchguarantee.com/register, and find out for yourself how we can help you to meet Slavic women, which with traditional point of view, but I hope more progressed. And to be honest, I think in this part, if you talk about differences between Russian and Ukrainian women, I think Ukrainian women in some way more progressed. So they're closer to this combination, what I'm talking about, keeping traditional values, but adding up, you know, self-love and things that makes your life more holistic. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Please like it and subscribe to our channel, and share maybe with some friends who is just like thinking maybe there is no difference between women in the world, they all the same, so he can learn for himself what are those differences, because really they're huge. And I will be happy to see you in my upcoming episodes. Bye bye for now.